Hey everybody, this is Aldo Gonzalez here from John Hart Real Estate. I'm here with my good friend Daniel. I know Daniel for a while now. He was actually, when I first got back into real estate, like four years ago, he was my first photographer. He did my profile pictures, and since then I've been using them to do photograph and do videos on my new listings. So I wanted to introduce you guys to Daniel and do a little interview, get to know him, see what he does and why he does it. Okay, Daniel, quick question. What type of videos or photography what do you do?
So I mainly do real estate photography, and that pretty much entails just residential properties, commercial properties, and land as well.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
Been doing that now for 4 years now. 4 years, more than 5 years now. Well, getting closer to 5 years. But yeah.
You love it, right? You like it?
Yeah, it's
good,
been
man. Happy to hear
been
that.
good. Well,
what made you get into it? What was something that happened that made you dive into this field?
In the beginning, I had a job as a marketing coordinator, helping out agents and whatnot. So that got me thinking, like, maybe I should. Everything in my life that I've been placed in jobs and whatnot, there always pops up the question of photography. Do you do photography? Can you do this? Can you do that? And then when I got presented an opportunity to do a home photo shoot, that's when I started to fall in love with the art and the architectural style of photography in that aspect, and making sure that the photos are so well done that gets the property sold.
Right. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Now, you said you strictly focus on photography for real estate, right? Anything else you do?
Yeah, we do. I have since then grow my team of 2 other photographers, and we do portrait photography, lifestyle, and whatnot. We also added on to, when the agent, sells a home successfully, the new homeowner the new homeowner family comes in, we take a photo outside of the property, to remember the first time that
it's like a portrait that could put around the house.
Yeah, it's
as
a great gift.
That's a pretty good
It's a good idea, right?
That's awesome, so it's a good gift that you, as a real estate agent, to the new homeowner, that we could give them.
Correct.
Obviously, a few weeks after they close escrow, maybe you can frame it up a little bit, and here's your gift. That's actually
exactly. So that's pretty much what we do. Families now, graduations, and for the season of school, senior photos and stuff like that. We also take care of that as well.
So now I'm going to ask you more specifically on real estate. So you do photography, videography. You have drones.
Correct.
You do pictures from.
So all of my photographers are licensed drone operators. We all have our license, so there is no need to fear of compliance and stuff like that, because they are being cracked down in 2023.
Okay.
So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, we do photos, videos, everything. Twilight brokers open. Okay. Also, we have done like mini little parties. Agents throw out there to present the home in the neighborhood.
Okay. Now, as a homeowner or a seller who's getting the property ready to sell, obviously the marketing aspect is very important. We focus on we want to showcase as agents the property the best way we can, and with that comes photography and video. Correct. So what are some tips, or what do you recommend? How does a homeowner prep their house for selling? What are some tips you recommend a homeowner does prior to that?
So definitely, like in my website, I have a whole list of things that they need to just use as reference when they get the home prepared. So the main thing is declutter. Less is more. It will create the room to appear more bigger in the photos. Also, a deep cleaning of the house helps a lot with smidges on the windows or on the walls. Even though we take care of that in post, but it's very natural to see a home being well prepared for you guys to market as best as possible. So maintaining the property as best as they can, because I know life happens, and you got kids running around and stuff like that. So the best possible way to declutter, clean, and pretty much book the photographer in a time where it shows the best light.
The lighting, okay,
Correct.
where it's the brightest, so you
Correct.
you could take advantage of the full lighting.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it easier as a photographer to.
Yeah, and that's
to
why
showcase the house.
when we take in a new property, we go on Google Earth, making sure the time frame of where the sun hits is aligned
Alright.
well. Yeah.
Did not know that. That's really good
So
to know.
that's something that we can keep track, and we give a suggestion that 1 p.m. is the best lighting.
Okay.
You know, so
Perfect.
so stuff like
I'll
that.
keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing. I mean, you really much explained to the. I mean, I wanted to get an idea of what you do or how you help out homeowners in prepping their house to sell.
Mm-hmm.
You answered that question. Now, if somebody wants to use your services, where could they find you? You have an Instagram or?
Yeah. So my company name is EstateGraphy. So it's the last 5 letters of real estate and the last 5 letters of photography.
Okay.
All smashed together. EstateGraphy. They can find me on Instagram, Facebook, my website, and I have pretty much a direct contact line to my phone. So
Sounds
you can
good.
contact
Sounds good.
me.
Yeah, and I'll put your contact info on my website, so anybody who wants to use Daniel's services, I highly recommend. He's actually very punctual. He's very professional. The times I use them, I have no complaints. His turnaround time is exceptional. It's been done. He's telling me you'll get the pictures the next day, and I get the pictures the next day. So anybody, real estate agents out there, personal friends, you want to use Daniel, I highly recommend him.
Yeah.
And he's here to serve you guys. If you know me, he's my friend. Any friend of mine is a friend of yours. Right, guys? Thank you.
Appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. Appreciate
Thank you.
you stopping by.
Yeah.